And one of the special things about Old Park and Chequers Wood is that it's so close to Stodmarsh National Nature Reserve, which is also a site of special scientific interest, but it's also a European protected site. So it's a special protection area and a special area for conservation. And not only that, it's a Ramsar site, which is an internationally protected site. And this site, Old Park and Chequers Wood, is only 1 kilometre from that site. And in fact, when it comes to the MOD land, which is up for sale, it's only 500 metres. So when we talk about, as conservationists and ecologists, about getting bigger, better and more connected, there probably isn't a better place than here to do that. We have the small village of Fordwich in between, but otherwise we've got these flood meadows, or water meadows if you like, which currently are not managed for conservation, which could be brought into management as part of Old Park and Chequers Wood and would form that link with this internationally protected site. So that's one of the main reasons that I'm interested in the acquisition of Old Park by the local community or conservation bodies of some sort, is that long-term vision of trying to create this better connected landscape for biodiversity. The Great River Stour flows just below us here, so it's not part of Old Park and Chequers Wood, but we have streams coming off Old Park and Chequers Wood which flow into the Stour, and so species like water vole, which we have a very high population of in the lower Stour Valley, we would like to think we'll be able to access the streams and watercourses that flow down from here. But you'll have a whole range of invertebrates as well that are in the River Stour that could move up and down the river. You'll have certain fish species as well. And if we managed this land that connects as water meadows and manage some of the watercourses there, then you could quite easily get different birds that are not there at the moment. So maybe wading birds, certainly overwintering wading birds. So the land that I'm talking about, usually every winter it floods, and that's kind of seen as a bit of an inconvenience at the moment. But if it was put into conservation hands, that would be a real bonus that could be managed. So, and historically, I'm sure that land would have been managed as a flood meadow. Something that probably hasn't happened for many years. And so we can bring that back, and we can bring some of the species back that probably used to reside in that area. The other space I should mention as well is we've got Stour Community Park, which is also just below us here, and that's a site that was acquired about 30 years ago. Before that it was a landfill site, and that's obviously a big change from a landfill site to what is now a lovely open landscape with lots of meadows and new woodland. And again, that is another buffer or connection, if you like, for this site and the River Stour. So, you know, we are building a little bit with sites like that, but these water meadows, they would really be a big bonus. And the MOD are selling those water meadows, so if we can purchase them, that would be a big connection. And one of the longer term ambitions with Stour Valley Restore is to create a regional park for the Stour Valley, and that is one output that we hope to get. And this would be very, Old Park and Chequers Wood and Stodmarsh would be very much part of that regional park, and that's a long-term ambition. There aren't that many regional parks in England. There's only a handful, but that would be something that we could promote, and hopefully it would lead to this more connected landscape and also more engagement as well with lots of people. One of the other things that's just about to happen in Kent is the launch of the nature recovery strategy, and that identifies areas and opportunities for connections for habitat and wildlife and landscape. And so again, it feels like a real opportune moment now, because these are policies that the governments have put forward and now are coming towards action. And so what we want to see are those actions, and this would form one of those. So it's all well and good having policies and national strategies and plans, but when it comes to implementation, you have to act. And this is the moment to act. It's no good having these big national strategies if you're not going to do anything with them. So yeah, this is the point that the nature recovery strategy could really come to the fore.